This man was born over 180 years ago, and today I will tell you his story. Thomas William Buzzy Barker was born in Kings Lynn in 1839 to John Barker, a local fisherman, and Eleanor Buzzy. His early life was spent in Pilot Street and North Street in the local fishing community. On the 29th of August 1858, he married Esther Center at St Nicholas Chapel, Kings Lynn. She was also from a large fishing family. In 1861, they were living in North Street. They had 2 daughters, and Thomas was working as a fisherman. In 1868, Thomas was charged by PC Seaman with being drunk and disorderly in High Street at 2 o'clock on Sunday morning. He was fined 6 shillings and 6 pence. In 1871, John Howard was fined for striking Thomas in the eye twice. The incident happened in the local pub. Howard said he thought Barker was going to strike him in the first instance. He was fined 1 shilling 7 pence. In 1877, Harriet Sculthorpe of North End was summoned by Thomas Barker of Pilot Street for illegally pawning several things of his property. She had been his housekeeper for 6 weeks. She pawned one of his shirts and shawls without his leave. Although he allowed her plenty of money for housekeeping, he left her some money to buy a rabbit and a good dinner. But when he went to dinner, he found his housekeeper dead drunk. She was given 1 month's imprisonment. Thomas worked hard as a fisherman, owning several boats. By 1881, the family were living in the newly built Birchwood Street or Float Road. This was an expansion of North End to provide housing for the newly arrived docks. By this time, they had 10 children, but sadly, 4 of them had died as infants. In 1882, Charles Entwistle, fisherman of North Street, was summoned for assaulting Thomas Barker of nocturnal fame by throwing the tail of a skate at him at 11:30 on the night of the 26th. Defendant denied the charge and said he was in bed at the time stated. The case was dismissed. In 1891, he was charged alongside his brother John with neglecting to contribute to the maintenance of their mother. It said that both defendants were in the cockle trade and were able to contribute to the support of their mother. Thomas was ordered to pay 6 pence a week and John 1 shilling. Sadly, his wife passed away in 1906, and Thomas lived in the house with his daughter Hannah and her husband William and their daughter Florence. Thomas passed away in 1914. His obituary said, for many years he was a fisherman, owning the boat now belonging to his son T.W. Barker. For a long time he was a member of the Primitive Methodist Church, and for years was a lay preacher in the Lynn Circuit. Mr. Barker was in his 76th year, and leaves 1 son and 4 daughters. So rest in peace, you will be remembered.